Alright, hi guys, welcome back to Westhold Forge. My small Mastermyr hammer is finished and on a handle, ready to try it out. So this is going to be its first test because, believe it or not, I'm not a great blacksmith. I really don't know what I'm doing, and I want you all to be able to learn from my mistakes. So what we're going to do today is I have a piece of 4" by 3/4 of an inch lawnmower blade that I'm going to forge into a Yakut knife, or try to anyway. I've already made a knife out of this same lawnmower blade, so I know it'll harden up. So let's get that in the fire and see what we can do with it. Probably should have already warmed it up to shorten this video up some, but I'm going to try to edit this one, so we'll see how that goes. The hammer I've already shown off once, but unfinished. I tried hardening it today, and sometimes you can get lucky with rebar and it'll harden. This piece unfortunately didn't, so it's still basically mild steel. I'm not going to do a lot of real heavy hammering with this, so it's going to be a test to see how bad it'll get deformed from some light hammering. This little knife is not a lot of work, but this will be a good test for it. I've also got my coffee and a polka dot mug because I'm a real man. Still not warm yet. Hopefully I'll be able to edit this and take out the time during the heats to shorten up the video a little bit, because I've got a short attention span and most people do. But I don't know how, so there again, that's another test for this video. But my little forge does heat it up pretty quick, so that helps some. Alright, it's about up to temperature. Let's see what happens. I'm going to start by putting the tip in it. No marks yet, but I haven't done much. It's kind of wily in the hand because I've just got a round handle on it. And I'm going to keep this smoking hot because, like I said, pretty much mild steel hammer. Nothing on it yet. The plan is in this video to take it the blade shape, get the tang hammered in it, and then the next video I'll do the fuller in it and see how that turns out. I might have to use a smaller hammer for that, but we'll see. It's still a really light hammer as well. It is not even a pound, so not a lot of mass behind the blows. And I also don't want to do big swings because, well, I don't want to. My tongs are covered in wood ash because I put a piece of hot metal to make this hammer. I stuck it in wood ash to let it completely slowly cool so it annealed better so I could do the grinding on it. So I don't know if that helped any, but it went pretty well. These are not the right tongs for this. Got a little whoop-de-doo there. Still no damage, but there again, like I said, I'm not swinging incredibly hard. I haven't posted a video of it yet, but the logs that I'm going to be using for my corner poles on the new forge, we got the bark stripped off of them yesterday. So, a little further along. There we go. That got rid of the whoop-de-doo. Get a little more work done on the tip and start doing the tang. I really don't know how much distal taper is supposed to be in this sort of knife. So after I forge it out the way I like it, I'll go watch YouTube. Somebody knows what they're doing and see how they did it. I'm going to switch to some smaller tongs. Start doing the other end. Not so bad so far. Not too bad anyway. No marks yet. That makes me pretty happy. It might not be exactly square, so it might get a little grinding done on it. But all in all, for a hammer I made, I'm happy. It's a tiny hammer, but just more work. create a lot more work. But not too bad so far. Polka dots. Oh yeah, no dogs out here today. They're in the house next to the fireplace. Because it's not bad cold today, but still a little chilly. Alright, I'm going to reheat that and I'm moving to the horn for the next one to actually get the metal moving a little better. The new smithy was supposed to get the corners put up today, but it's rainy and nasty and I don't want to dig post holes in the rain. Starting to look like a knife. Pull my tongs off. Not real worried about the heat traveling up them, but better safe than sorry. The main goal is once I get the other forge built and make a new anvil to fit the period, to have a Viking Anglo-Saxon period-esque forge. Not everything will be perfect, but I'm going to work and take steps every time I can to get a little closer to how things were done. So, all in all, it is a learning experience for me and you. Draw that out some more. It's not going to be a very big knife, but I'm the world's worst about making my handles too big because I'd rather have too much than not enough. It can always be cut off if it's overly long. Shape starting to get where I want it. We're getting pretty close. I know I waste a lot of heat, but I'm using all used material, so I don't ever want to work it overly cold to risk cracks. I'd rather waste a little gas on heating it too often than to run the risk of cracking the material working it too cold. And after I get it to the rough shape it needs to be, I'll probably grind it a little to true it up before I start trying to put the fuller in it, just to make my life easier and it actually turns out a little better. I'll try to get it as close to shape under the hammer as I can, because I think that's the way it should be, but I'm also got my limitations and I recognize those. So we'll get it pretty close though. Yeah, my head is definitely a little bit out of whack because I'm getting some really bad edge marks. I also might need to bevel the head a little bit more to help with that. But this is a test video for this hammer, so maybe the next one I'll fix that before I do it. We'll see. I'm probably going to order some actual tool steel to make another hammer this size, and then a couple of sizes up. Probably no more than a 2.5 pound hammer at the biggest, because I don't want to get so far out of the realm of what they would have used. I'm also, if anyone knows what kind of stones that Anglo-Saxons or Vikings would have used for anvils to do the heavy work, I'd appreciate knowing that, because I want to do that as well, do the real heavy hammering on stone. And then my anvil for the period forge is only going to have about a 3" by 3" face, so more for finishing than the actual heavy forging. So if anybody knows, feel free to let me know or point me in the right direction. Alright, I'm going to do one more heat on this handle, call it good, and then I'm going to pretty up the blade some and call this good. So we'll see how that goes. It was cold outside. It's hot in here now. Already sweating a little. Just trying to smooth it up a little. And I really don't know if I should hammer in the bevels or do the fuller first. So what I'm probably going to do is hammer in the fuller and then worry about it. I might do a little more grinding than I want to get it to the proper shape. Alright, let's flip that around and get the blade centered up a little better. And pull the tongs off. The original Anglo-Saxon Viking-inspired stump anvil I made is nowhere close to sufficient or the right shape or anything else. So hopefully the next one will be a little closer. It won't be perfect by any means, but it'll be better. And it'll be set in a separate stump that's tall enough so no more wobble. And the stump will probably get put in the ground. I'm down to really light hammering now. I'm going to do about one more heat and probably call it good. If I put it under the flame, that'll heat up quicker. But I'm getting more and more excited over the new forge building every day. Every time I get a little bit closer to it being up, I get more excited. Because I just think it will be more fun for me than anybody else to work on, period, equipment. That's the main goal I have with blacksmithing, is to just learn more and experience different procedures. I'm really excited about it. So hopefully, that tip's still not quite where I want it, but getting close. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's about where I'm going to take it to on this video. The shape's not quite there, but I'm going to do a little grinding to clean it up some. And my next video, I'm going to knock the fuller in it. So I hope this was entertaining. I've made my mistakes. I hope you learn from them. But don't be afraid to get out there and make your own doing this. Because if you wait on the perfect piece of equipment, the perfect anvil, the perfect hammer, you'll never start. Get what you can and go out and try it. Find a friend that might have it. Look around your local area. Blacksmiths love showing people how to do this. So get out there and do the things. Y'all have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video. Toodles!